we're looking at? What is this? It looks Japanese. Sammy? Who's Sammy? Future media creators use. Wesker 90, who's that? Anyway, if you didn't know, I'm Spencer, aka VGS, aka Video Game Samurai, and here we got my partner who's going to be on the controls here.
Keep tapping me for it.
Jamie, who's incredibly shy, but yo, it's Berserk! I'll let you watch this video here. So, yeah. Again, it's Spencer and Jamie, and we're playing Berserk on PS2. Let's let you watch this video here first. We got an English translation patch. And no, this isn't a solo video. I actually got Jamie here, and she's going to be the one playing. They're probably watching the video, but you gotta think it's that silent for so long, Jamie. But anyway, this game is like porn to Berserk fans almost. Whether you're and if you haven't read the manga, please go read the manga. At least watch the anime if you're not. I mean, the movies are just a rehash of the Golden Age, the flashback chapter. But yeah, and even if you don't know much about Berserk, this game's awesome. So, yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Paku! You know,
This gives off so many spoilers.
yeah, but before you didn't even notice until you played the game like how many times? I was gonna say, that's why I said please go read the manga. Yeah, this is not safe for work. Warning, spoilers ahead. So, yeah, there, you've been warned. Disclaimer from the first episode on. So, we're gonna be, decided we're gonna be playing on normal, right, Jamie?
Yo.
But let's give them a second to read it. Do you want to read it out loud, or do you want me to read it?
No, you can read it if you want to read it.
No, I'll just give them a second to read it. But I mean, they're pretty damn metal. They start off with like the sun, and then it goes through the day and the twilight, and then like night, black is pitch dark or pitch black or whatever. For
Something
expert,
like that. I didn't read it.
This stock art from I almost want to say it's just a colored manga panel. Yeah. And apparently, this game has lots of flashbacks from what happened canon to the manga. But apparently, it's linked to the GameCube game, the first Berserk game, whatever, with the Spriggans. But it was crappy to me. A lot of people swear by it, but this game is far superior in every way. But this is the Eclipse. I don't remember this in the beginning.
Just watch the movie.
Yes,
Like I said, they give background story.
just thought they showed more. Well, they do show more of this later, don't they? In more context.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. These are really good movies for PS2, though.
Yep.
Like, this game, graphics-wise, almost reminds me that I've seen PS3 games with shittier in-game graphics and shittier FMV movie graphics. And I'm not kidding. There's like 2009 PS3 games that look shittier than this. And this game's from like, I don't even remember, 2003 or something, or 4. Katsu! Never just record. I told people to turn off their phones on it. I can turn off my own. Then again, I should have known better because. So yeah, you gotta fight Haku, the abominable snow bitches. These guys are jobbers. This game's full name is something like.
It's really long.
Yeah, it's Millennium Falcon Arc Chapter of the Holy Demon War. Talking about Millennium Falcon is Griffith, who got reborn as a human, yet he's still Femto in the other demon dimension or whatever. And he's the Millennium Falcon, and I don't know why he. What
Should
holy demon?
I play with the tutorial or no?
You said you wanted to. Go ahead. Don't worry about it. You said you wanted to show off what? The kills or something?
No, just what it does. It
Yeah.
describes all the buttons.
Yeah, you can. I think you should go through it real quick, as fast as you can, just to.
It only
kinda-
takes a second.
Yeah, to just show
It
the
just shows
little
what all the buttons
mini
do.
systems are. I guess you. Yeah, I know what all the. Yeah, but it teaches you reversals and everything, doesn't it? Yeah.
Something like that. It's really fast.
Well, it doesn't. It teaches you the X is reversal, triangles finish him, right? The fatality.
First basic button.
Square, mash square for your short attack. So yeah, pretty self-explanatory. You hit square, and the first input of the direction you press creates a combo, and it kind of goes that way. But if you stop and hit the analog stick again, you can change it up, so you can kind of fight in 360. I don't know what that was, but you could like lurch all the way around them, yeah, like that. And if you notice, Jamie's cutting these guys literally. That guy got cut right in half. That guy got his head chopped off, his arms chopped off. So you gotta kind of think. Every guy, every different enemy type has all these different sprites and animations to support that. There's a guy that has no arms. There is a corpse sprite that is half a guy with one arm. Every combo of anything, of all the guys being cut to pieces, it has to be done by an artist and put in there by a programmer. So I think this game is still made the old school. Well, it's an old school game, but this is back when they put more effort into making games, in my opinion. Nowadays they're just like, oh, let's fuck it, we'll just slap it in there. And blah. It's how you get games like Downcoming, that Silent Hill game that was really bad. You remember that, Jamie? That Matt and Pat did.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you're quiet today, huh? You're always quiet, but
Always. Triangle.
why does he say dimensional tutorial?
I don't know.
Triangle is your charge, but it's also your fatality if your brand thingy is flashing in your health. So you see that players at home or viewers at home can see there's a mini map thing above it. Looks cool. It looks like there's a meter, but that's just artwork on the left. And then the red is her health, and it goes down. And the green is her Berserk meter, which they haven't done yet. And Berserk meter is kind of like Devil Trigger or just like freak out mode where you go faster and hit stronger, and it's all like Berserky. She's doing a charge. do it, or you just have to kill them all, or do you have to do it a certain number of times, or
I have to. I don't even know.
just kill them with normal attacks now that you've started it? Because I think they're just teaching you, but I literally think it's just kill X amount of guys.
I don't think we're gonna do all of these because I'm gonna get bored.
Hit triangle, fatality. Yeah. Alrighty. And I've explained a lot of the basics. They haven't unlocked. There's spells in the game, and the first one and only one you have for a long time is Puck. He's healing. Then they give you some elemental spells that do some kind of stuffs. And then you, right off the bat, after this tutorial...
Don't give spoilers away.
Yes, And, circles dash, X's defend. One of them's rage. One of them's lock on.
R1 is lock on. R2 is rage. L1 and L2
Those are your spells and your shortcuts. And your shortcuts are, your weapons. Your cannon to the story weapons. Oh, and literally a cannon. I mean, come on, if you don't know that, I mean, that's kind of a thing. I mean, it could be a spoiler, I'm sorry. Oh, hey, look, it's a tutorial boss. You should let Puck talk sometimes. The Japanese Puck sounds really, like...
I did for a while.
Well, when he was like, wow, 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 I bet you would have sounded really funny in Japanese. It's all good, Jamesy. And so you know about we were talking about this before, lock on and shoot in the face with the cannon if you get a chance.
Yeah, I know.
You're gonna have to excuse the PS2 load times, people. It's nothing we can do about it. We got it this as good as we can get it on a physical PS2.
Oop, I forgot to hold the button down.
Don't forget to. Hope you did it. He didn't like that.
No, he doesn't.
He's sucking you in? Are you waiting to counter him? Nope, you didn't do it.
Can't.
Yeah, you
Unless
can.
you
If you
go
mash
forward.
X beforehand, you can counter almost any guy in the whole game at any attack. It's a matter of mashing X or hitting at the right time.
I hate it when he's all crabby.
Hitting his hands doesn't kill his actual health either, so...
Yeah, I know.
Just slash his face. I mean,
I don't like
you just
slashing his face. I prefer to get around him.
Well, you just run around in circles.
He grabs you.
There you go. Yeah. I mean, he hits you, but it doesn't really hurt. I mean, I know Guts is a beast, but... It's just, normal doesn't seem that hard, but it can be at times. But it's the step up from normal to hard is ridiculous. Apparently, right, Jamie?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you shoot him with your throwing knives or your crossbow or your bombs?
Because they're terrible.
Would you say they're useless?
No.
Can the bombs kill the trees?
Yeah.
Well, then they're not useless, but the throwing knives are pretty much useless, right?
Yeah, I don't use them very often.
Does the crossbow have any use?
Occasionally. It'll stun lock guys.
You could kill the dogs with it, right? Or if there's those little weak mind flayer fuckers, right? I don't know. Oh, can you? You can do.
I tried.
Oh, he pushed you away with his breath.
But he pushed me away. He was a brat.
There's some. And you're doing your dash and slash, but yeah. And she's also doing a Yukemi, which I don't know if you guys know what a Yukemi is. It's like, recovery when she gets up faster after getting hit back and on the ground. Which is just X.
I ran into his hand.
Save some time. Yeah.
There he goes.
Did he give you Puck yet, and you were just on the other thing?
Yeah. I don't use Puck unless I have to.
Yeah, and these load screens, they look cool. I wish I knew what this one was, because I know what some of them are saying, but I have no idea what that red and blue
That's
shit.
about counters and when they go into Berserk.
Oh, when goes into their modes.
Yep, the blue
Yeah.
is when they're gonna counter, and the red is
when
when
they're
they
pissed.
go berserk.
Yeah. When they do more damage and are faster. Don't they take more damage though, or no? That's not a thing. I imagine that.
It's when you need to counter the most.
Yeah, and when they're gonna counter, you need to back off, right?
I think is what it's called. I can't remember now.
Did you know you can counter their counter, and it's called a reversal?
No, you can. A reversal is when you get hit and you hit X right
Oh,
afterwards.
it's instead of stopping it as a counter, it's a reversal. Is you got hit and you still got it.
Yeah.
So you want a counter, but a reversal is like a late counter.
Yeah.
Ukes makes a bunch of wrestling games, but hey, this game that doesn't really even remind me of a beat 'em up like Double Dragon or anything, or any kind of fighting game or anything like that. But somewhat, kind of somebody's pretty cool guy told me once that it reminded him of Dynasty Warriors, and I can kind of see that, just with demons and murder. Luckily, you know what's not in this game? Rape Horse. But Puck is in the game, so that's good. If you don't know what it is, don't ask. But you'll find out in the manga when you start finally reading it, James, sir. Oh, the evil demon trees! One of the most annoying enemies in the entire game! Oh, you got a good one on that one. It was like a critical. Oh, nope. What, one good dash slash in the middle just kills him?
I have no idea, and I wasn't dashing, I was just running.
Wow.
Or walking.
Like walking without... Yeah, you go into like a faster run once you stop attacking. It takes him a second. So one good thing about this game is it feels good to play. Like, everything's heavy and slow, but, I mean, it feels right because of Guts and the Dragon Slayer. So, yeah. Wow, you're doing super good. Damn trees.
I hate trees.
And as you just seen, there's all different, even animations. So she cut the tree in half, but before she was cut it in half the other way. And she even chopped it into a log a second ago. I've seen her cut in half twice. Oh, here's a finisher. Fatality. Guts wins. It is what it is, pretty much. Did they say that in the tutorial that we skipped? What it's actually called?
Yeah, it's called a fatality.
Well, that is what it is, but it's just funny. It reminds me of
I didn't do
MK.
the tutorial. Or, no, they
not
called it something else.
Well, it's a fatality. Don't matter. So,
First save.
Save point. One other thing I want to explain to the viewers is that we're kind of trying to rush a little bit. You can go on. But usually you have to kill a bunch of guys because you get a chain, and the chain rewards higher and higher XP bonuses than just killing guys one at a time, so you can level up faster. And yes, you level up in this game. Raise the level. You have to raise the level, not your level, the level. Gutsu and Puck can be leveled up, but Puck's just a spell.
Gutsu. Endurance is for how much
life
the damage the enemy can do.
It describes it as like defense.
Yeah, it describes it as defense.
Yeah,
but it's how much more health you have.
Yeah.
Berserk is when you freak out.
Yep.
Sword speed is how fast.
Oh, I forgot about that stat. That's only level 3
how
too.
fast you wield your sword. Sword mastery is combos when you strafe.
Yeah, combos.
Charged attack is your triangle.
I forgot about that too.
Arm cannon is how much damage your arm cannon
No,
does.
it's not. It's not. It's the recharge time.
Oh, no. Yep. It is. It's the recharge
The arm
time.
cannon does beastly amounts of damage no matter what, but you level it up, and instead of taking like fucking forever to recharge, it goes quicker
down
and quicker.
20 seconds. Your crossbow is the same thing, but you have a lot of shots on your crossbow.
Yeah.
Bombs is how many bombs you throw.
I think it's at the same time though, like at once.
Yeah.
And throwing knives, it's a fan, so it can be somewhat good if you max it out.
You can throw up to 3 bombs.
But
at one
with
time.
the throwing knives, level 1 and 2 is useless. Level 3 is still pretty useless, but you get a fan, so you can hit a lot of little weak guys, but it doesn't do any much.
Oh, it pops.
Healing. But yeah. So
Excuse me.
the other thing we forgot to mention is that 3 is the max level for a lot of things, but you have to find these hidden red sprigging guys and pick them up. They're collectibles.
We'll get to that.
Yeah, later. And some of them, you can most of them. Okay, some of them just give XP. Some of them refill your gauges, but some of them unlock the level from level like the max being 3 to the max being 4, then you have to go buy it. For certain things, the max is 3, and certain things it's 5.
Yeah, we'll get to that when it happens.
I don't know. I'm just giving them basic. Yes, Oh, there's also in the save point you can look at the encyclopedia of the world of Berserk.
Yeah, when I get stuff for that at the end of the chapter, I'll show them.
Yes,
But you only get stuff unlocked at the end of
Well,
each
we can
chapter.
even wait a couple of chapters maybe because, or we can show them right away. I guess a few things, but it's basically just if you don't know much about Berserk, you want to get some information. But it's also cool, like little PS2 artwork and. I don't know what else there is in there. Is there songs or anything or movies?
There is.
You can watch the movies, right?
You can learn about all the different characters.
Yeah, the bios and just stuff.
As well as the different enemies. They have little sayings for them.
I like how Puck says, "Well done, my disciple," like Puck's training you.
Yep.
Yep, you got blasted right out of the tree. So getting your revenge instinct, sir?
Yeah, I always do. And I always have to kill one.
Hey, I don't blame you.
Their XP is good. They have the best XP.
Yeah, they have pretty much one of the best XP rates in the game, which is weird, but it's because usually they break your combo, so I guess they want to make up for that.
I guess. I'm just going back here because I didn't go this way.
Oh, why don't you show off Puck since you're getting hurt a bit?
I suppose I can.
That PS2 slow fractal animation. Don't be afraid to just tap X at weird times. The worst thing that'll happen is you'll just go like this and nothing will happen.
Oh.
But you can counter and reversal the trees. I've done it before.
I know you can. I am not very good.
You were saying you got good at it though.
I did at times for boss fights.
Well, the trees are pretty easy. I just
don't like
mash
the
X.
trees.
I hate them, but you're not supposed to like them, I guess. But yeah, and I usually hate fixed cameras, but they did a good job of making the fixed camera in this almost never glitch out.
The fixed camera in this actually has a purpose, and it's to hide spriggans from you.
Yeah, it's actually a game feature, and we're not saying that sarcastically. It's for reals. And it almost reminds me of instead of how they used to have PS1 games have pre-rendered backgrounds. Like remember Resident Evil, you'd have to walk out of the screen and it would change to just like a picture. It's literally like a 2D JPEG. What's happening?
Cutscene.
But this is like a 3D version of having like a background. But anyway, even though you can't control the camera, it works well. The levels are expansive and look pretty nice. Sometimes levels are almost too big and maze-like. We also should mention that the guys look like they're infinite, but they're not. There's a saturation.
The guys right now are infinite.
Oh, and she beat the level the first time. Anyway, when you go back to the level, you can kill the guys off, and there's unlockable for making the saturation level go from 100 to 0%. But let's be quiet. Oh, whoa, whoa, Jamie. X.
I was trying to,
Fast. Damn, that was nice.
I had my arm cannon.
I forgot you can auto do that as a way
I
out of
always,
it.
like, I'm locking on in weird places.
I've never seen you do that.
It happens. My combos are so short.
Yeah, there you go. You backed him out of that one. And as you fight, you're actually breaking these little swords around you sometimes. Oh, you got a counter and a reversal. But can you... Oh, he countered you!
He countered me.
Shit.
He turned blue and I missed it.
Yeah, that happened faster than I could even notice, too. It's fine.
Come on.
He's gonna do his... That was his triangle. His charge. I don't think you're gonna be able to get a fatality on him just because it's not coming up because you haven't done enough damage in a row. Use your Berserk on him. He's pretty low.
He blocks.
I just want to see it, though. You haven't used it once the whole
He
game.
blocks. I can't...
No, he only blocks sometimes, dude. And it depends on what part of his triangle. Yeah! He's not gonna die, but it's gonna... Oh, he blocked it?
Yeah, it happened.
Yeah, no, I know. He flourished and he's... Oh, he's... I was gonna say, I saw that one, but you were already attacking.
Yep.
But it's fine, just block.
It happens.
Yep, good. He's only got a few hits left. That's the finisher, right? His horse cutter sword.
And the not so fun part.
You'll be okay. Oh, and if you can hear the loading sounds on my PS2, that's because it's right under the Blue Yeti. And such things.
I didn't even think about that.
It's fine.
I apologize.
It's all good. I think that we'll if the audio is bad, we could always redo this, which would suck. But I think it'll be fine. We'll have to see.
He makes me sad.
Well, let's get in there, Jamester.
I need to use Puck.
Listen. So all your moves, your spells, and your attacks, like your arm cannon, are on a timer, and that's what you level up.
Yep.
Oh wait, but no.
Oh.
Puck's timer doesn't level up. It's the amount of health he heals you levels up,
Yep.
so that is different. And the other spells is different, like the fire spells a radius, right? The radius gets bigger.
I don't remember. I would have to look.
Sorry. Let you focus. Nice. Great news, brother. And don't forget you can dash up to 3 times, Jamie.
Yeah, I know.
That was a good ass one where you angle you caught him on. He won the counter and he just like did it at a cheap time.
Yep. Oh, he got me.
Yeah. Do you want me to try to mash if that happens?
It's okay. I got it the first time. Oh. Oh, I'm not gonna get it this time.
You have to do it fast in a weird way. It's hard to explain. It might be pressure sensitive, but I don't think there's many games that actually use pressure sensitivity. I don't even know if PS2 can do it. I'm not really sure.
He's hard to hit when you're close. I prefer to hit him from far away.
You're not using lock on either.
Yeah, because my lock-on's being...
I don't know. It usually works fine.
Oop. Oh, he's gonna block.
Yeah, he's in... I was gonna say, lock onto him and strafe around him. It's easier to strafe when you're locked on. You get better angles. That was fine. Oh. Hit X. Oh. Yes.
I went to. I got it. That works too.
I gave her an assist. You couldn't see it because it's not on video. Even I was gonna say, do you have time? And yeah, no. Soon though. Soon. Why? Oh. never mind.
Oop.
I'm surprised that still hit you. It looked like you were blocking. There you
I
go.
was getting ready to use my arm cannon.
Oh, so it's the same kind of stance. What the hell hit you
forgot
there?
about his tail.
Oh, it hit you in the front?
Yeah, he's mean. See, he does a little spin.
Mm-hmm. Do you want me to take over for a second to finish?
No.
Alright.
Oh.
It's just taking a while.
He does take a while.
I could beat this guy in
Okay,
literally
you
like
played
60
on
seconds.
easy. Yes.
No, I played it on normal
on
and
easy.
I beat it on normal in like a minute. I'm not even kidding you. Remember I just replayed this the other day? Because you told me that how much the better the new English patch is.
Whatever you say.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm just saying. You do have to kind of conserve your health, though.
Oh, I'm fine.
Well, Puck's only halfway back, I think.
Yeah, I'll have my arm cannon here in a minute. And
Oh,
my
he'll be
bombs
dead.
will be back.
Yeah. Shoot him with a couple arrows just because you can. It's square. Oh, he's aiming in the wrong direction, though. Even though you're locked on. Way to go, game. You hit him. You hit him. It didn't.
Yeah,
he puts his. Yeah, it doesn't do anything.
It
did nothing. It's ineffective as shit on apostle level enemies. Maybe a human, a jobber human, but.
I threw a bomb at him.
All right, he needs to heal.
Oh, I'm still alright. Oh, he's gonna get mad.
Circle. There. You did
I
it.
just have to get away from the rocks.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
he's gonna do
gosh.
it again.
You did it a little too early. Oh, you're fine.
It's fine. I got away from the rocks.
Yes.
Oh, again.
Oh God, reverse him or you can't. He's not gonna stop until you kill him. You just need to kill him. Oh, he did stop. Jesus. After 3 times in a row. There, you did reverse him. Reversals let you continue your attack like mad. Good.
I got him down to low enough. He's gonna run away
Woo
now.
woo! You didn't even need that last heal. Like a true berserker. My love for this game is like a truck berserker. Are we near the end of chapter 1 or is that just the prologue still?
We're near the end of chapter 1, I think.
I think that is literally all chapter 0. I'm not even sure.
Well, yeah, technically chapter 0.
Do you think we should split chapter 0 into an episode, or do you think we should try and do all 0 and 1? Do you think that'd be too long?
I think it'd be too long. We've already been playing for a while.
Yeah, I think we should try to cut this up as close as we can to like chapters. Except for 5 is going to be like maybe 4 parts instead of 2.
Yeah, all of them are going to be really long.
Yeah, some of these might be able to be cut up, and most of them will be more than cut up into pieces. But this chapter 0 is almost done, so this could be 1. But we got this, people. Don't worry about it.
Only be halfway.
We got this. We got right, Jamesy.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's about where. Where's Casca been the whole time?
They haven't introduced her yet. Let this go.
I'm sorry. Oh, now they actually the dog. Oh, poor doggy.
And ghosties.
Yep, ghosties. They like to float away. Oh.
Yeah.
So I don't.
I'm a big fan of the ghosties.
If you didn't know, Jamie, there's actually an explanation to the Dragon Slayers able to hurt non-corporeal beings as ghosts and things made out of mist and weird demons because of the fact that it's killed so many things, that it's been drenched in demonic energy, so it's become semi-magical.
I see.
Yeesh. I mean, before Guts had it, it was used by some... Or no, wait, no, the story was nobody could wield it because it was too big. So I think he was that, but he's killed so many things himself or something. pretty sure that the Smith guy had it in his warehouse. Nobody could use it, and they built a sword for Guts, and he broke all his previous swords. Awful guys.
That would be
A rock.
a guy.
Jeez, Jesus. Fatality on a ghost.
I hate trying to hit the ghosties.
Not that hard. I feel bad for those dogs that just explode and blood just spraying everywhere.
I like it though.
I know.
The poor dogs. I feel bad for them. And
Dude, you cut it in half, and then as the halves are flying in the air, you cut the halves in half in the form of the dog, just in 2 swings. Fun. Yep. Like, I still love Metal Gear Rising, but this game came long before it, and it's got similar, like, it's not cut what you will, but it's still more cutting than any game beforehand and most games after. What, oh, the level is being persnickety. But the path.
I wasn't in the right spot.
I always love when you just take the top of their head off.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even their whole head. Those guys don't even have necks, really. Snow demons.
Yeah, we'll be able to show them better when at the end of this chapter.
Yes, and no, guys.
At the end of the next chapter, though.
And no, guys, this game's not all snow demons. It's just the first couple levels are heavily snow, so I guess it makes sense. There's tons of demonic forces animating the snow or some shit. But later you get the Spriggans from the GameCube game.
We can show them as they go.
I don't know, you get other kinds of monsters, undeads and orcs and ogres and shit.
They're gonna see it since this is a complete playthrough. So
hey, I'm just giving them something to look forward to, honey. Okay. So the guy who did this patch apparently is from Italy. He has an Italian patch too. If you ever wanted to play the Japanese Berserk PS2 game in Italian, for some reason. I like that one. I love when he rides the guy that like climbs up him and does weird stuff.
Yep, it's amazing.
Yeah. Whatchamacallit, I love some of the lines that they say, like, I don't have time for this crap, and it's like, that's what the player's thinking when they're playing this, and then Guts is screaming it out. If you have to, like, I like, and isn't it, when you get more party members later, other people talk besides Guts and Puck?
Yeah.
Your whole team talks. Once in a while. Like,
well, even when they're not in your party, like you...
But it's not yet, right?
Yeah.
Because they have to be introduced.
When they join ya.
Yeah. Join the entourage. Dun 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 dun. That's talking about Square, basically.
Yep. There's Casa, or whatever her name is.
That is her name.
Spriggan.
Oh yeah, they're teaching you about the secrets. So Spriggans are slightly different in this game than they were in the GameCube game. Maybe they were called something else. I think they were actually Mandragoras. Either way, I think they have some weird guys like that, but they have all kinds of enemies in this one. Yeah, Spriggans are weird fairies of the earth.
The green ones give you
health
experience.
Oh.
The yellow ones fill up your gauges.
Can you show me?
And the red ones give you... It lets you unlock higher levels in a few of your skills.
Cool. Yes, that's right. Why don't you save, and then we'll check out the world of Berserk for a little bit. Or that's fine.
I'll do this first, and then go save. If there's anything in here. I think there might only be
Whoa! It says new.
Yep. Okay. We'll
Monsters.
Go to monster
I don't think you unlocked that many, but... Oh, shit. Zombie, why are they in there? Oh, everything's in here from your other save.
Yep, it might be from my other
Yeah.
save.
Oh, we might not want to look at some of these things.
Okay.
Go to the top though.
So, this is the Spriggan.
Oh yeah, is there a red one?
And you can look at the different,
Yeah.
models.
Red's the coolest color. Yep. You can look at all the models. Is there a movie viewer?
They have tails.
They do have little tails. I'm gonna say just ignore some of those things. I'm surprised there's still question marks, but that must be for chapter 6, huh?
I don't know. Ghosts we look at, or whoops, that would be the wrong button.
Oh, just to note, people playing at home, circle is to confirm in this game instead of X, like most games. So it's all backwards and X cancels. So it gets a little bit trying at times. Because your circle's dash, circle's to confirm.
The trees of evil are the coolest models. Whoops.
Yep, see?
I did it again.
You can do this. Tree of evil, ancient demons. Yeah. You zoom in? Yep. Oh, it's Jack the Skellington all over the place. No wonder, can you spin them around? What are you doing?
They're showing
they're different colors.
Yeah, they're different colors.
They're repalettes, yeah. They're pretty much the same though, right? I like the orange one with the orange eye. I mean the orange-eyed one. Oh, they all have kind of, they're all pretty cool. You go out of the monsters and
hold on, let me show the ghost dogs. Let me show the monsters real quick.
Oh, these are those human-faced dogs that everybody talks about as being freaky. They're not just from Berserk. That's an actual urban legend in Japan.
I'm not surprised. They all have different faces, and their bodies are slightly different colors.
Oh, these actually have more details than the other models? Like, variation-wise? Yeah. And, no, because people think it's just from certain mediums, like Berserk made this up, but no, it's an ancient folklore and an urban legend in modern Japan as well as ancient Japan.
Yetis are what the snow things are.
Yeah. Well, I already explained it.
There's snowmen.
That they're basically these evil spirits are animating the snow.
Yep. They have slightly different faces.
Man, on them. I wanted to show off the Zandies.
We can show those off when we
Alright. But enough of this for now.
Hey, there was one more model.
Oop,
I skipped him.
derpy looking guys.
Yeah, they're all kind of derpy looking.
Dang.
The big giant one.
Yep. We don't need to go into characters. I don't think.
Characters, I'll just show who the names are.
I was gonna say we don't really need to go into here.
There's just.
I wanted to go into archive for like 1 second.
Yep.
Just to see what was there. Yeah.
Zod.
Like I said, you don't even know who School Knight is really yet. You'll get used to it.
The archives.
Yes, I want to see if this is what I think it is. Oh, it's just a story.
Just talks about the
There's
story.
no movie player?
No.
You have to play the game basically, but that's why they have New Game Plus and everything.
It just talks about the story, about what happened on the eclipse.
Yep, go save.
And
Some other stuff.
When I finish the game, I'll go through the whole thing.
Yes,
Oh, you can see there are pictures.
Yeah, that was him talking about his fairyland that they still
Elfhelm.
haven't gotten to on the boat.
That's the goal of this game, is to get to Elfhelm.
That's the goal of the manga. They've been on this boat forever trying to